Alright, guys, today I am going to be talking about my predictions for Dragon Ball Legends 8th anniversary. First of all, I would like to note this Zenkai we have just gotten. This yellow Turles is getting a Zenkai. And if we look at his tags, he's powerful opponent and he's movies. Now, who is a powerful opponent from movies? Broly. Broly is a highly anticipated unit that we have not got in, well, since, what was the last one we got? Since the green sparking Broly alongside Super Vegito from the 6th anniversary. I believe that was the last Broly. Actually, no. It was the red transforming Broly. That was the last one we got, I believe. So I just think that this could be a hint towards an anniversary that either we're going to be a powerful opponent or movies. One of the two. We also know that we are getting a Legends Limited equipment. Now, some people have done some digging, and they have figured out that this background right here matches perfectly with the green Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta from the Goku Black arc. Now, that is a future buff and a God Key buff. So, I'm just going to go ahead and go along with these characters here. So, yes, my predictions for the part one is Broly. Broly is most definitely going to be one of the units for the part one. Obviously, in Legend Rarity, it's going to be. I don't know what a possible sparking could be. Usually, they don't do sparkings for these Legends banners, so I'm not going to say any sparkings. Although, if I had to say, it would be like maybe like a Whis or something, or a Golden Frieza. But I would imagine that if there is a sparking, he would be on both banners. The next one I would like to point out is a Gogeta Blue. The reason I say this is because Gogeta Blue, we haven't gotten the sixth anniversary. It's been 2 years, and obviously there wouldn't be a fusing one because we already got one of those. Uh, I think it would pair perfectly alongside a Broly, and that would be a perfect part one for the anniversary. I mean, personally, I like Vegito more, but it would be everyone would be hyped for this. Like, I don't think anybody would be mad if this was the part one. Also, it could also be a Super Gogeta from the Broly movie, not from the Janemba movie because we just got one in the festival, but from the Broly movie. This is actually a character I would prefer over Gogeta Blue because I really want to see Stardust Fall as a legendary finish. That would be that would be like the best legendary finish in the game, if you ask me. Okay. Another option I do have for part one is a tag Gohan, Beast Gohan, and Piccolo. I think this is less likely, but it just has been some time since we. It's about time we get another Gohan, and I mean I'm not looking forward to this if we do get a Gohan because Gohan Ball Legends and all that. But I think it would still be hype, but I don't really know if I would be summoning, to be honest. But usually there are two Legends Rarity banners, two Legends, well, not Legends, but Legends Limited, at least up until now. So I'm assuming they're going to do two LRs for the part one. And I think that if they are going to do that, because of the future buffs we've been getting in Sword of Hope Trunks and the Purple Cell getting a Zenkai, I think it would be fair to throw out Vegito Blue as an option. A fusing Vegito Blue, which we do not have yet in the game. We have a fusing Gogeta Blue and a fusing Super Gogeta. We have a fusing Super Vegito, but we do not have a fusing Vegito Blue. Now, I think this would be like the coolest unit the game's ever released. I can just imagine how cool the final Kamehameha will be. Uh, Obviously, we do have UVB, who might possibly get a platinum equipment, or UGB. He's like overdue for a platinum. Well, not overdue, but considering that MUI got one before him is kind of crazy. And like Hit as well. Actually, I don't remember when Hit released. I don't know. It's been a long time. I think I was in 8th grade at that point, so I'm not too sure. Uh, Yes, we do have a regular Vegito Blue, but it's transforming into from base, sorry, into Vegito Blue. So I think this would be a really good option. But those are my predictions for part one. I think it would be Gohan, Beast Gohan, and Orange Piccolo alongside Vegito Blue, which is a kind of a weird like mix and match, but considering they do usually keep the part one like matched together, like I don't remember the last time they actually didn't do that. I don't think they ever did because I think they first started doing. Oh wait, did they? No, I'm pretty sure they did in the fourth anniversary. They did or third. They did Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Zamasu, if I'm not wrong. I don't know. It was such a long time ago. It's been 4 or 5 years at this point, 3 or 4. But yeah, those are my predictions for the part one. For me, there is only one option for part two. There is only one option, and that would be a mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Now, I think they kind of fumbled Daima in general, because the first premium units they released for Daima were an adult Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, which is super hype, and an adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the most hype out of all of Daima. I think that's a fumble, especially considering it's not even in a celebration. They just released it in a sort of random time. I think in last year. Yeah, sometime last year, maybe March. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I think they did kind of fumble with that. But I think part two can only really be Daima. So I am throwing this Super Saiyan 4 Daima out there, Daima Goku out there, just because he will pair along perfectly with this next unit, which I have in mind, which is Goma. Now I don't know how they're gonna go about this. I don't know because I don't know how they're gonna do like giant characters. I don't know if they're going to introduce that as a thing. There's a reason that like Cell Max isn't in the game at this point because they just don't know how to do giant characters. They could just try and like shrink his size down, but he is like a giant size character, so it'll be interesting how to see how they'll do this because I think this is like a very reasonable take. Like, who are your other options? Because usually the part two is completely separate from the part one. Like in the seventh anniversary, who did we get? We got Saiyan Saga. Sixth anniversary, we got. Hold on, what did we get? It's been such a long time. Oh, we got Ultimate Gohan and Godku, so they don't necessarily have to be matching. But usually the part two is a little bit less hype than the part one. Not to say it's not like cool, but it's just less hype. You have to start off the celebration with a banger, you know. Now for the part three, I think there's two options actually. I believe if they do not do Broly in part one of the anniversary, then I think he will be the part three Ultra alongside. Although I think he would be alongside somebody because I mean, Broly is hype, but is he enough to end off a celebration? Like you think of the end of celebration characters, we got Super Saiyan 4 Goku, we got UI Goku, we have let's see, it's been a while since Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Super Vegito, Super Gogeta, Gogeta Blue, UVB. You know, all these like super hype characters. I don't think Broly can solo carry that hype. So I think he would have to be released alongside somebody else. Maybe it's not even an Ultra as a second partner. It could not just not be. It could be an LR plus an Ultra, which is a brand new format. They've never done that before. So I think that's highly unlikely. I think it's way more likely for it for the part three to be MUI Goku because we're long overdue an Ultra MUI Goku. It has been a long, long time. Although it has been only 1 year since the last MUI Goku or UI Goku in general, because I mean he's transforming, right? So I think that this is completely reasonable to think that it's going to be MUI Goku. And I was thinking that there is a possibility they release him alongside an Ultra Jiren, because the last Jiren, like good Jiren we got was the sparking yellow Jiren from the 5th anniversary. All the other Jirens have been like straight trash. Like what we got a free to play one, and I think that's it. I'm not too sure. I could be wrong on that. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I hope not. But yes, I think it is a possibility for MUI Goku to be alongside Jiren for the 8th anniversary part 3 as both ultras, just like they did for the 7th anniversary with the Ultra Namek Goku and Frieza. You see two, the protagonist and the antagonist, you see it's just a repetition. Although they did say it wasn't going to be like very often. They said it was not necessarily like the new standard. So it could just be, yeah, it could just be like Wilding and like, and Jiren could even be part two. Jiren could even be part two. I don't know who you would be along with, but maybe Jiren. I would say hits, but we did get hit in the festival with God Goku. But who else? Maybe a 17 or Piccolo. Well, it depends on the part one is because they're not gonna release two Piccolos in a row. Although I think it is a bit too soon for Piccolo, given that we did get a Blue Yellow Legend Piccolo recently. So I think that is, but that is about. Yeah, I don't think we'll be seeing that many Piccolos around here. But in terms of the part one sparking, because there would be no sparking that you can put on both banners here, because it just wouldn't work, right? Here the sparking could be maybe a Krillin, something like that. Yeah, Krillin probably and Vegito Blue here. They wouldn't do a sparking Goku Black. They would. I highly doubt they would do a sparking Zamasu. Although they could. They could do a sparking Zamasu. Who else? Maybe they're not gonna do a Trunks. Maybe another Mai. Although I'm pretty sure there was a recent Mai, like a blue one, but I don't really know how to get her. I don't know remember when she released, so I'm not too sure. But maybe, hmm, or just a sparking blue Goku. That could also work. I think that these are all like good options that are definitely doable. But my hope for the anniversary, I would love part one to be this Vegito, this blue Vegito, alongside a Super Gogeta, and then part two could be Broly and Jiren, which could with the Jiren's the hint for the part three, which is going to be MUI Goku. Or the Ultra could even be these guys, because that would be hype enough. I'm not super hyped for Orange Piccolo. I mean, he's cool and all, but like Beast Gohan, just another Ultra Beast Gohan would be kind of unlikely. But I think that would be my favorite, and they would have crazy hype too, because Vegeta Blue has crazy hype. Super Gogeta is gonna have crazy hype. Part two, tone it down a little bit, but still really hype. Jiren, like he's okay hype, and Broly is also quite quite popular. So I would not rule it out. But those that would be my favorite. But the most likely is probably going to be Broly and Gogeta Blue, and then I would really like Vegeta Blue to be in somewhere there in somewhere, but I don't know if they're gonna release one, given how recently we got Super Vegito. So part two probably gonna be Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku from Daima and Goma, and then the part three as Samurai Goku. So those are my predictions for the anniversary. I do appreciate you taking your time to hear out my opinions, and so farewell.